Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's webinar. I'm so excited. It is our very first webinar for the year 2023, and I want to use this opportunity to wish every one of us a happy new year. My name is Amarachi Eze. I'm a parent coach and a relationship strategist. So let's dive into what we have today. Our topic says setting parenting goals for the year 2023. Our objectives are to understand what a family value plan is and why we need one as a family. Then to create a family value plan. And three is to set parenting goals for the year 2023. What are the things we should note? We should note the following. One, that every family is unique and special. As there are no two individuals that are the same, so also the family, or there is no same family on earth, and every member of a family is called into that family for a purpose. For instance, the father is there for a purpose, the mother is there for it, the children are also there for a purpose. So we all interdepend on one another to bring transformation. The aim of families is to bring transformation to the society. So we have to interdepend with one another. Nobody is independent of the other person for this transformation to happen in the society. The next thing to note is that every family in a given generation represents a kingdom, and this is mostly determined by the head of the family, though other members of the family may have an input. Yes, what do I mean by this? For instance, your parents may have worshipped idols. So in that generation, that means they are from the kingdom of darkness. Then when you grow and become a parent, you decided to repent. So you haven't repented. That means you've been translated into the kingdom of light. So that is what I mean by every member of the family in a given generation represents a kingdom. Then the third thing to know is that what kingdom your family represents determines the values you uphold. If your kingdom represents the kingdom of light, your family values are those of excellence, they are those of integrity, those of honor. Why, if it is from the other kingdom, you see people stealing, you see people lying, and it's still accepted in the family. Sometimes they say the sharpness. Then the next thing to note is that your family is a business, and this business has been handed over to you by God. So if it is a business, it must be treated like one. All businesses have vision, a business should have a mission, and all businesses have guiding principles, the values that guide them. So also is the family. Now, these family values we've been talking about, what are they? Said that family values are guiding principles that inform how you and every member of the family make decisions and live your lives. They are what you and every member in the family consider to be right or wrong. Example of those values can be honor, excellence, integrity. Also, a family value plan is a document that contains one's belief. It could be your religious belief or the belief you had while growing up. It could be the philosophy, your morals, and cultural values based on the role of that particular family or the function of that family or the kingdom in which the family represents. So, the family value plan is a document, is a written document that guides you on what to do as a family. So every family plan is to be written down, as I said earlier, and it should be pasted in a visible place for every member of the family to live by it. I like to use the Bible a lot to portray my point. So Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain upon table. May run that readeth it. Also in Deuteronomy 6:9 says that you should write them and post them on your doorpost and on the gates. So oftentimes, as parents, we assume that our children know the values we stand for. Just because we have told them, oh, this attitude you're portraying, I don't like it. That friend you're keeping, that you don't like it. It does not necessarily mean that they've gotten it. No, children don't learn that way. Children learn by what they see. especially what they see the primary caregiver do. It could be the parents, it could be their nannies, anybody that is close to them, even their teachers. So, as a parent, you tell a child, okay, don't lie. We don't lie in our family, but you use your phone and call someone and tell him you're very close to where, or you're in a keke, but while you're in the house. So children learn by what they see you acting. You can send someone to buy you cigarettes and you admonish the child, never use smoke. What you say, they don't get it. Is that action? Some people say action speaks louder than voice. Yes, that's very true. And that's how children learn. First time for us to set up our family values or family value plan is most times when the family is instituted. So I would like to advise young ones that are coming up, when they get married during their honeymoon, that time they did that 1 week, few days they make out to stay alone. That is when they should draft out. They should plan together what their family value should be, what their vision, what's the vision of their family, what's the mission of the family, what values will they uphold. This will help them build stronger relationship. And also when the children start coming, it helps them form a basis, a foundation of what they will teach the children as they arrive. Also, don't say that because, okay, my family has been there, do I still need a family vision and mission? Yes, you still need. The time is not late. Anytime you wake up is your time. So you can still build, come, gather your family, your wife, your children. All of you should make a decision, form a vision. Where are we heading to? What is the mission of this family and the values? With that, you can also get, there is a link below. Use that link to get a guide. This guide will help you on how to build your own family value. And also, I will give us an example of what a family value looks like. So why do we even need a family value plan? Earlier on, I said it forms a foundation, a basis for our children, to help teach our children. So other reasons why we also need it is that family value plan will help us stay consistent when we're making decisions in our everyday life. Example, when you're given a task to do, be it in the home, be it in the office, in your workplace, and you believe that you uphold the value of excellence, you bear that in mind while doing that work. You want to produce the best. So if your children see you doing that, yes, they will know, okay, this is what to believe in. So whenever they're also making decision, they go for the best. They give in their best in every decision they make. Then the next reason why we need a family plan is that it can guide our decisions in times of uncertainties, when we don't know what to do, when we're in between two opinions. Family plan would help us make the right decision. It also helps children when they are in school, in boarding school or in the university. It makes them to make the right decision. Once these family values have been inculcated in them, they live it out. Then also they reflect how you want your children to raise your children and what kind of adults you would like them to become. So there are still other reasons why we need it, but I will stop at this. Then we'll be moving over to setting our parenting goals for the year. For you to achieve your parenting goals, it must be smart. By smart, what do I mean? It means it must be specific. It must be measurable. It must be achievable. It must be realistic and time bound. By specific, I mean that it should be clear. For instance, you can say, I will stop yelling. That's being specific. Then measurable is that, okay, I will go for training. Then after the training, you give yourself maybe for a month or for 2 months, I would have stopped yelling all the time. That's if you do yell all the time. At least you have made a move. Then to be achievable means it has to be achieved. It's also realistic. You don't say, okay, I want to stop yelling between now and tomorrow. No, it's not realistic. You can't achieve that. Then also time bound. You put a time to it. I will go for training by February. At least by in the next 3 months, at least I must have made a headway. So that is what the SMART goal means. So for Christian parents, what we do most of the time is that we keep praying, oh God, help me. This is my child. It's not been easy. God, please, I need your help. Yes, God will answer your prayer, but most times He can bring all these such causes before you. And if you just keep insisting, you keep praying, it will not work. Parenting requires skills. You need to be trained. So most times we keep saying, God forbid. My mentor will say, God forbid is not a parenting strategy. So in setting your parenting goals, there are things you need to put into consideration. And find a thinking corner in one area of your room. Stay there, you alone. Then ask yourself, what are the skills I lack as a parent? There are so many skills that as parents, we need to acquire. We have your emotional skills, being emotionally intelligent. Do you keep yelling all the time? Do you keep hitting your children? Do you keep do you keep inflicting injury on them? Do you keep being overwhelmed every day? After the whole day, you're just tired, you're stressful, then you lack emotional intelligence. You need to go. There is a course coming up by my mentor, the Emotional Intelligent Parent. Please, I'll drop a link below. Just go and register it if you're in this category. Register for that course. It will help you and you will not regret it. I made a post in my Facebook community, the Parenting Wisdom series. If you're not part of that community, please go and join it so that you will partake in what we dish out there. I made a comment and a parent said that moms were not born to heal or span, but it's just that children's behavior cause them to do that. After trying, talking to them peacefully, and they don't do that, then they resort to yelling. No, it's not true. Children don't make us angry. They don't make us yell. We're the ones, because we're not able to control our emotions, then you find yourself resorting to yelling, to hitting. So please go and join that course. It will help you a lot. Another skill I discovered that parents find difficult is communication skills. Yes, most times we say that we keep talking, talking, and they don't hear. You call them, you term them stubborn. No, that's not true. Most times we see that our communications are filled with shouting, they're filled with you keep giving instructions, you don't let your children participate, you don't let them contribute, you keep advising them. No. For our communication to be effective, we also need to listen. We also need to hear their own opinions. We have the 3 C's of communication in their home, and that is their communication should be filled with connections, it should be filled with conversation, it should be filled with contributions. So, with this, you are able to connect and converse with your family. So, if you don't also have that skill, please go and learn it. Then, next is also the teaching skills. If you ask teachers, they know that before you will be able to impact your students, you should be able to connect with them. So, and parenting is also a teaching skill. We need to acquire it, we need to learn it. Then disciplinary measures. The disciplinary measures we use in our home most times are yelling, hitting, complaining. We keep punishing these children. It will not help. It will not help. There is a skill to all this. So from time to time, we'll be having courses. Please, anyone you lack, it is good you attend that training, and it will help you a long way in this 2023. After examining yourself, what next should you do? You should ask which of these skills will hinder the future you have in mind for your children. If you identify those skills, then do something about it. Don't just identify it and do nothing. Go for training. I'm singing it now. That is what will help you in this parenting journey. Then, now, what are parenting goals? What are the parenting goals we need to have after you've considered this, you've put them down? What are these goals we need to set for ourselves? So these parenting goals, I grouped them into your own personal goals and also those parenting goals for your children. Then under the parenting goal, ask yourself, what are the things I need to do? As regards to education, do I need to go for trainings? Please, if you discover the trainings you need to go for, please go for it. Then do I need to read? In my WhatsApp group, we read parenting books every month. We pick a book to read and review in the group. Please, if you've not joined that group, go and find the link and join immediately. We're starting this February so that you will also join us, you participate. You can say, okay, in a month I should read a book, I should read two on parenting. It will also help you. Then your financial goals. Now things are becoming too difficult, especially in Africa. Please, it is not good you stay with just one, you're doing just one thing, or you're depending on your spouse. No, it will really hit you hard. There are some things you need to acquire for your children to make this parenting a success. Please think of ways you can earn more. Then your spiritual goals. Will you say, okay, I should pray at least 30 minutes every day, 1 hour every day. Then in the night, I should lay hands and bless my children. So you know what you want. Set these goals. Then next, also fun and recreation. You should have time for yourself. Parenting is already hard. It can stress you. So make out time for yourself. Maybe weekly, you can go out with your family, monthly, anyone that is it's okay for you. Just have time. You can also have a time out, just you and yourself. It will help you a lot. Then the next thing is the parenting goals for your children. I also divided this into some headings. Most times, the only goal we set for our children is they're to build up their intelligent quotient. Yet, that is good, but it's not all that is to parenting. If you only build children to be intelligent, they will not strive in this 21st century. A lot of things are hitting them. And if they just know what they only know is book, it will give them tough time. So you also talk about social intelligence. Most times we keep our children indoors. We don't allow them to interact. It's going to become a very big problem. As they are indoor like that, they are only on their phone. It makes them to lose focus. They don't understand. They don't interact people. They can get into trouble and they will not know how to solve it because they are not socially intelligent. So also social intelligence will also help them to listen to people without distraction. Can help them also to make eye contact. Make eye contact is a form of communication and it helps children to communicate effectively. Then we talk about using kind words, keeping to rules and instructions. So that's for social intelligence. When it comes for emotional intelligence, ask yourself, are my children able to level their emotions? Can they even know that they are angry? Do they know why they are throwing that tantrum? Do they know when they are sad? Do they know when they are stressed? So in emotional quotient, are they able to identify when they have this problem, when they need to level their emotions? Then next is self-control. Most times you see children throwing tantrums. What is causing it? They are not emotionally intelligent. There is something causing them to do that. And if they're not able to identify it, if they're not able to put it in check, if they don't know what to do when it comes, then it's really a problem. So you need to help them. And to help them, you yourself as the parent, you have to be emotionally intelligent. You have to acquire this skill so that you can help your child. You can't give what you don't have. The next thing is also adversity quotient. So many things are happening this time. You see children committing suicide. Why? Because they are not able to thrive when hard things hit them. So you also build on that. They are being able to develop tough skin to face situation. They are being able to know that when they fail at a thing, that they also rise up to continue it. Most times we try as hard not to allow our children fail. For instance, when it's time for exam, we try as much as we will do everything to make sure they pass. No. Failure is a tool in parenting. If your child fail and you allow the person to go through that process, it will build his or her adversity quotient. When children make mistakes, it also helps them a lot. It helps to build adversity quotient. It helps them to know that failure is not the end of it. They can also rise and also improve on that mistake to forge ahead in life. And we also talk about social intelligence for these children as kingdom parents or kingdom families. As kingdom families, we need to equip our children to read the Bible, maybe every day. Learn how to recite a scripture, maybe every day or every week. Learn how to pray. These are the things that you can set as your parenting goal. We're actually coming to the end of this webinar. If you have your questions, please put it in the comment section. Any contribution you have, also put it in the comment section. We'll trash it there. Then also find the links to join in our subgroup in our Facebook community. And also don't forget to subscribe. I want to say a very big thank you for watching this video. I honor you. I love you. See you next time in our next webinar.